load. Okay. So Lynn asked for this class. Yes, you can blame her.
It's thrown Lynn under the bus day.
Let's talk
Oh, we
about
love
this
you.
real quick.
God.
Because Lynn said, I wanted to know about landing pages. And I wrote her an email and I said, what do you want to know? Are you looking for content? Are you looking for how to build them? Are you looking for collecting? And she said, yes. So I have an hour where I'm going to simplify some stuff, but learning all about landing pages is, what do you want to do from the beginning? You want to drive people to your website? You want to capture information? Are you trying to get people to log in so that you can put a blog? You have to decide what you're trying to do. Because a landing page is really nothing more than a web page or a page on Facebook and so on that gets a response from the client. So looking out there, what do you guys want your landing pages to do? What are you trying to get? What do you want the clients to get?
I want them to sign up for, I want them to sign up for either to follow me or to get something for free that I'm putting out there or ask a question. So it's interaction.
Okay. Okay. Let's see how quick the web's going to be today. So this is a landing page. It's our website. If I want people to go look for something, boy, the mouse is going to be fun this morning. Kansas Home Values. I could advertise this page. But what I'm not doing with this page is collecting information. Does that make sense? If I have a landing page like, let's see if I can find it now. I'm loving the mouse right now. I just want to tell you.
You fought with that last time too.
Oh, JPY again. Yeah, I know. I need to spend some time in here. On my home value page, they type in an address and they get their home value back. On Wygans, residential, do you guys see home value up there and I just don't see it?
Price my home.
Yeah, where's it? Right there. Thank
Oh,
you.
right there.
Different names. What's my home worth? And get 3 estimates. Okay. Well,
3.
uh-huh.
That's what it says.
Let's see.
First one's not good enough.
Well, and I'll tell you why they do it.
Okay, good.
But to get my home value, they require me to sign in. Do you see why I'm asking you what your landing pages should do? If you were to look at Prudential or BHHS, so you'll understand the 3 value, residential, what do they call home value? Quickly instant offers, Telegram, is that going to be it, I wonder?
Put 5. I don't think so.
No, they got a home value somewhere in here. Wichita, Kansas. Home value. HITA, Kansas. What is my house worth? And you see, if I type that in, which is a whole nother point to look at, I see this side, that side, this side, that side. There's Wichita listings. Now, I couldn't find on their website where this page is, but I found it in Google. And when you get your quote from here, they're using a product that brings back a different result. 310 Harding, and it shows Bel Air. And as for your three values, Zillow, home valuation, and public data. That's why there's three values. But they don't collect any information. So, thinking things through. If you have two problems with landing page. First problem is how to get it in front of people. And you can see with Wichita listings, I couldn't find it right away. Does everybody agree with that? And then you have to decide, am I going to collect data or not? So let me show you a cheap, easy, fast way to create a landing page that can easily be shared on Facebook. So you guys like your listings on Facebook, right? Is that a landing page? Why not? It will if they click on it once. You see what I'm saying? So if I looked on Google and I wanted a landing page, I had to click on it to go to the page, get them to do it. You just can't put a page on the internet and expect people to find it. You've got to get it ranked in Google. You've got to know what they're going to, or a QR code, or. So there's
Devin, when she kind of helped me with my email address thing, and there's a link in there that pulls it to my business Facebook page. So is that a landing page?
Yes, it's not a landing page that collects information. It's just displaying information. You have to decide when you're marketing people, are you just trying to get information, or are you trying to get them something that makes sense? There's a product inside of Moxie called Impress. And I'm not impressed with the Steve this morning.
I'm sure for support. Thanks, Amy.
Come on, hurry up. So that's why I went through a little bit. I had to tell you, let's take Lynn's example. And I'm going to show you how to do this in a few minutes. Lynn says, click here for information on what your house is worth. Now you've got to go to a web page that collects information, and you got to tell them about what it's worth, and you say you're going to email them something later. That is a landing page. This is also a landing page. Inside Impress, you see right over here where it says web pages? This program sets up a single property web page, which is a landing page. It is about a listing that you can put in there and share easily. It's also extremely limited in your ability to edit it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. There's other things you can do in here, but let's start right now with just websites. So you have two choices, the team version or the single property, single agent version. It's very simple, guys. This isn't rocket science. I click on it and it says, yep, that's what I want because I got nothing else to choose from. Select this design and it starts bringing it up. Well, I'm going to name this Lynn's Demo. How's that? I'm picking on Lynn all day long. I'm showing single property sites. And then it says you have an MLS number or a listing ID. Well, here's the deal. It pulls in all the listings from the MLS for the company. So if you say, Lynn, can I share your property on my Facebook page? Lynn says, sure. I can type in an address. So let's type in 13303 and see if that's still in there. And then I click the little search button over here. And it says, nope, you don't have that. So now I gotta find the listings. Anybody got an active or a pending listing in here?
Yeah.
Address,
1501, Splitwood, East Splitwood.
so I type in 1501 and it comes up and says, there it is. Okay. I click on it and I say, save and continue. And notice down here, yes, include the equal housing opportunity logo on the page. If you don't want it, you don't have to. You will be populating da 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 da. Is that okay? Yep. So now it's kind of creating it for
Just realized I forgot to mark.
me.
I just realized I forgot to mark the pending listings.
Ah. Sorry. And it pulls in all the property photos. I can remove photos, I can crop them, I can change the order, but because I'm a simple guy, I'm just gonna leave them the way they are. I can add more. Save and continue. Go on to the next step. Well, these would be headlines that you would write in. Or you could have other URLs. Or you could have some other schools, like it doesn't pull schools from the MLS. What it does pull from the MLS is the address, the city, the zip code, how many bedrooms, square feet, and the copy that you put in the MLS public display. If you've got a 3D tour or a virtual tour, you would put that there. And you keep going, you say, yep, that's what I want, I'm done. You can have more stuff that you can put in there, but I'm not going to, because I want to be simple for this one. I push save and continue. Yeah, it's still me. Save and continue. And I'm basically done. Now I have created a landing page. I have to figure out how to get it in front of people and what it's going to do. If I want to see what it looks like, I click on preview and it's going to think for a minute. Because basically it's taking all that stuff and compressing it into a web page for me. And there's a page. And as Lynn asked earlier, well, what if I want to get information from them? Well, this landing page has a email button. And while it says contact us, it's actually going to go to your email. And it will, if I click on that, see what it looks like, your name, your email, I'm interested in this, and there's my message. And it sends an email. I have just created a, albeit simple, pretty useful, pretty decent landing page. And I, with a map and a little video, and I say, I'm done. I click that. I want to publish it. Well, I click on that to publish it to the web. Yes, ma'am.
Where in the web?
Exactly. Where is the web?
The web is everywhere.
It's out there. It doesn't tell you where. What it does give you is a link that you can then use so people can find it. I want to shorten URL. See how much shorter it gets? I can do some advanced stuff, but frankly, it doesn't do anything. You guys don't want to be doing a iframe, so you don't want this one, and we're already going to get the HTML link. So we've got that. I can copy that. I highlight it, and I push Control-C or right-click on it, whichever. And then I say, well, how do I get my landing page in front of people? Well, let's go to Facebook first. I'm going to do a post. What's on your mind, Greg? Well, I glue in that link. And it's going to put a snapshot of that web page in there. Say to change preview. Yep, there's the one I want. I didn't like the other one because it didn't have a picture. I go, okay. I can write something about here. Just got this listing. Click for info. Yeah, I'm sorry, what?
That's if you're posting that to the board.
Yeah,
But now you can see exactly what it looks like.
You should have said, put under contract.
right. Well, I'm gonna shake it off in a minute. And when people click on this, they go to that landing page that's on the web. So in answer to your question, Lynn, landing pages in general, it doesn't matter where they're hosted. It matters how you're gonna get it in front of people.
Okay, but the fact that we built one and now I know how to actually do that. That's where I was confused, how you build one to get in front of it.
So this is part of it, and I'm gonna show you some more stuff that you're talking about. Now, let me see if I go back here. And I go, I want my links and tools. I click on it and I have a choice. I can have a web page. I can have the link. I can see how many people visited that web page. And I can download a QR code back to that web page. So we've been playing with QR codes quite a bit. If I click on that, it's generated one. If you're doing a property, open house, for example, you could take that QR code, and if somebody walks through and says, I want more information, you can say, scan it with your phone. You're not capturing their information, but they can see the page. Does everybody kind of follow what I'm doing here? Okay. And it tells you right here, right click on the options to see what your options are. You can save the image, you can use it as whatever and so on. Is there any questions about this first portion? Because I'm going to get a whole lot more complicated in a minute.
Okay.
Microphone.
Okay, first off, you went to Impress.
Uh-huh. In
and-
Moxie.
In Moxie. I didn't catch the next one was websites.
And then
So when you get to Impress, you get to this page, designs.
Okay,
This is everything you can do in Impress, including posting some social media things. It will take all of your pictures, make a slideshow video. It will do the same sort of thing for a virtual tour with all your pictures. You can do e-cards, brochures, and so on. And I've not spent a lot of time on this on purpose. We probably need to cover ad templates. You can edit an existing project up here, but we went right down to websites. And all it's there for is to create a single page website. If I want to edit something I built, well, these are everything I built through here at various times. And I should put them in different folders so that I can access them a little bit better. But you can see I did one for Lost Creek, Facebook test, Valley View notes. I've got lots of them in here. But let's think about the process. Normally, if I create it, I'm going to save my link, I'm going to save my QR code, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm going to leave it there. You don't have to look them up very much. Just make sure you save the link in the other one. You can also search for them, and I'm not going to search for them.
okay, so let's take this another step, and you might be covering this, but somebody goes to this single property website on Facebook, they click on it, which takes them to
The landing
the
page,
landing page.
which has nothing to do with your website.
Okay, and then what happens at the landing page?
They can click get more information, which sends you an email.
Okay,
Okay. How am I doing, Chief?
rock on.
Now I'm going to mess you all up.
And delete your Facebook post later, I guess.
Yeah, I get it later. Nobody looks at my side.
I do. Of course, I think I've.
Smile, Jed. Let me know you're happy.
Good.
Okay. So Lynn asked, where is it hosted on the web? That's in an InPrep site. It's a single page. It doesn't do a lot. Let's go to my website. So inside your website, you can create your website that is in the navigation that you do things with. You can create a blog, which we've not talked about. And you can create a landing page that is within your website that is not displayed to the public. Make sense?
Say that again.
You can create a web page inside your website that is not displayed to the public. So for example, if I look at my site pages and go to all pages, you're going to find at this very bottom one, hidden, 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 hidden. I have pages that go nowhere. And I use them for experiments. I use them for try different arrangements. Some of them I just forget to delete, but that's why they're there. So if you want to create a landing page that is fancier, that has ways to send them a document to collect information, you can create a custom web page that is very beautiful, complex, and you have to put your document on there that you want and a way to collect information. So the other one we did was simply, here's my listing, click here to email, I'll send you more. A landing page in here, you would start with add new. It would be a custom page because I don't see landing page up there. We're going to submit. Now, while it's thinking, Moxie's very slow out in California or Seattle today. But if you're going to send them some information, you have to create the information or seal it from the web or so on, and then save it in here in a way that can be sent to people. So you've got two pieces to do. Well, you've got three pieces. How do I get it in front of people? So I want to post my landing page on Instagram, Facebook, so it will reach my student. I've got to have the page itself, and I got to have the information they're trying to, that I want them to sign up for. One of the easiest things that we had that you guys can all sign up for is this neighborhood news. Do you know what the neighborhood news is? Does anybody not know what the neighborhood news is?
What is it?
In the neighborhood news, you have your own branded thing that lets them sign up for a zip code. And then it pulls up it slowly pulls up. Boy, Monty is really slow today. I don't know what to tell you.
So now, is the neighborhood news on my website?
Yep.
It already there?
I don't know. You may have turned it off, but it is available.
Why do you turn it on?
I'll go back and show you in a minute. And neighborhood news is inside all of your Engage. Each individual client, you can sign up for the neighborhood news. So that's what this is. Okay.
Time out.
The server's having a lot of fun this morning, huh? You think some more? I've signed up so many times it may not like me anymore. But what the neighborhood news requires is name, an address, and a zip code, or email address and a zip code.
So if they go to my website, they click on neighborhood news, it's going to require them to sign in, basically.
Yeah, because it's, let me go back to site pages, all pages. Let me see if I can look at a preview. Not us, commercial. See, I have
There it is.
neighborhood news. It's not hidden. And I put it on the very right-hand side because I thought that would be easiest for people to get to. Oh, you're gonna think more. I'm sorry the internet is slow today, guys. I can't help you on that. But the neighborhood news is a long form. This here's your address. This is the average price sale home in your neighborhood. This is things around you. It's a nice format. But obviously, you know, just like our email last week, their server is having a little issue this morning.
But like Greg said, you can also go into Engage and go into your clients and sign them up in the neighborhood events, because their information's already there.
Okay.
I'm assuming this is gonna time out again, so. Let's leave that for a moment and go back to the other one. So we started to add a new page, which is down here. Now I can go and edit it, but I want to show you guys how we got it from the beginning. So we go into add new, custom page.
And we wait.
And we wait because Moxie is really having all kinds of fun this morning. And I'm going to add a title up here, test landing page. Now, the secret to this is all of this simple stuff down here, you probably don't want to use this because we want our landing page to be a whole lot prettier. So we would go to Builder. Did you see where I clicked on Builder? You know, every so often there's an East Coast, West Coast issue with the internet, and it looks like we're having it today. And Builder brings up a couple of things that I want to point out before we get really started. Your top menu bar is going to show up on all these pages. So that means if you click on a landing page, if you will, or link to a landing page, they're going to be inside your website. They can sign up for neighborhood news, and they can also look at the rest of your website, which means you're driving traffic to your website, which means Google gets higher. So this is going to be preferable to you for lots of reasons. And then you're going to call Priscilla Rodriguez, so I hope is still on the call, and say, Priscilla, will you build this for me? Because I have no clue what I'm doing.
I like to do that stuff, so I'm fine with it.
Well, I know you're going to find it easy. So first off, we need a group. And groups are all these things that I can add here. But I don't want to start from scratch because that's hard. I could go to advanced modules. I don't want to do that. I can add widgets and all that because there's a lot of stuff in here. This is a fully customizable page/site. But I want to go to templates. And inside templates, I have a drop down. MoxieWorks templates, which are website templates. You can build a complete site. But they also have templates for landing pages. Okay, so we go into the builder portion of the web page. We open up the templates and we look at landing pages. And these are a bunch of different landing pages that you can use, change pictures, add the verbiage, whatever you want to do to create yourself a website landing page. So again, let's go to the mentality. I've got a website landing page. I've got to figure out how to get people there. I'm going to find the link from it. I'm going to put it in my social media site. They click on that link and they're going to come to whatever page I create. Make sense? Okay. So you've got various things you can look at, city lawyers, business. How many pictures do I want to put in it or not put in it? Do I want a video? Do I want them to search for something? There's a subscribe one here. So let's click on the subscribe one. It was right at the bottom. Learn how to build stunning pages with WordPress. And they've got a photo in here. And they've already built in all the sign up stuff, so you don't have to. So then you have to decide what you're going to tell them about or what you want them to sign up for to get some of. and build this page around that concept. Everybody following me? Are you overwhelmed yet? Lynn's going, I don't want to do that. So in here, they've written all of this stuff. And Lynn says, well, I don't want anything about being featured on all this thing. I like the rest of it. How do I fix that? Well, Lynn scrolls down to the part she doesn't want, which is this entire box. And you click on the X and you say, yep, I want it removed, and it's gone. Lynn says, I don't want it to say Lorem Ipsum Dolor. So you click on that box, and over here it pops up, well, there's what the heading is, and there's what it says. Type in what you want it to say.
What would you want it to say?
That you have to decide, and that depends on what you are pushing. You want my neighborhood news? You sign up here and I'll send it to you. Plus, I'll email you periodically my whatever you want to email. That could be the mortgage rate. Say every month you wanted to do one on mortgage rates. You get them and engage, you mark them as mortgage rate newsletter. And every month you get the mortgage rate, send them out to people. Landing pages are not simple because you got to have a lot of stuff. But this is how I would build a landing page. I would change this picture. When I click on it, it comes over here and says, well, it's embedded. Well, that's a video. I don't want a video. I want a picture. So I'm going to take it out. I can already hear Lynn's head spinning. Well, what do I want in there instead? Because I got a box there. I go back to modules. I want a photo. I drag that over there. And now it's saying, well, where's your photo? I can either use the media library or I can upload one. I'm just going to use the media library and put that picture in. Select photo. Now the picture's in there. So you've got several problems with landing pages. What you want it to do and what you give them in response to. One thing you could do and consider it a landing page. See if I can get back there. I'm going to be done. I'm not going to publish. I'm going to discard. Click OK. And by the way, guys, I'm not kidding you. Priscilla's looking at all this and saying, wow, that's really basic and easy. I have no problem with any of that. I can do it. Took me a long time to build our website out using this. There are lots of videos online on how to use WordPress and how to build things in WordPress. Or you can keep it simple. Let me go to my page. And the neighborhood news that's not working right now, I want to use that as a landing page. Okay. I would right click on this, copy the link address. That's all I'm doing. Go to Facebook. I want to put in my landing page. I want to get it out there. I would paste it in there. Right click and paste. And I can do that, or I can change preview. There's that. I go back. Oops, it didn't change.
Yeah, it did. It will when you post it.
I'm not sure it's doing it.
It will when you post it.
Okay, I'll trust you on it. And I'm going to write in there, want to see what's happening in your world. Click here. Okay. And when they click on that, it's going to take them to that sign up for the neighborhood news. Unfortunately, it's trying to pull up data because I'm logged in as me. Just because I'm curious. It'll slow it down if I do it this way. Yeah, see, I'm not signed in here and it's taking its time. So here's what that page looks like that you just asked about. Neighborhood news, you have to sign up, give me an email and give me your zip code. And down here is a sample of some of what it looks like, trends in the market changes, and it's a very nice report. And they automatically go in your Engage as soon as they sign up for this. That's a simple landing page that you can do without having to create all the content and everything. Now, as soon as they sign up, see. My email is dharrison@gmail.com. And I live in 67207. Sign up now. Now it's going back to this page and doing all the thinking and all the other stuff that it was struggling with earlier. But you get the concept, right? So you've learned multiple things today, or at least I've told you multiple things. I don't know, learn. Thing number one is you got to decide, am I collecting information or not? Thing number two, how to get it in front of people. And I'm suggesting social media. Thing number three is you can easily do one of your listings, and if they want more information, it will ask them how to do it. Or you can do this neighborhood news, which again produces all the content for you, and you don't have to do a lot of things to get. But if you want to get more involved, like your newsletter, like mortgage rates, like a quarterly update or whatever, then you're going to have to create a custom page to do that. And I'm thinking Moxie's having an issue today because this isn't timing out, nor is it loading. So I don't know what's going on in Seattle today. But there you go. There it is. Well, but I did a sign up and it didn't take me to the sign up page. And now I want it to give me something here and it's not doing it. So I think it's got issues. Now you can get a lot deeper into landing pages if you wanted to talk about how to create content and get together. You know, the ninja group that meets on Tuesday, you guys could decide, here's our newsletter content. We're going to put it together once a quarter, and then we'll share it everybody with your own individual branding. But you could use the same format. Jed, do you know about the ninja group on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock? There's a group of them that get together and go over accountability, creating things, and so on. That's what we're talking about. But that's how to create a very basic landing page that you can do easily. Okay?
Not going to custom create any in your future.
Which is why I asked you up front, what do you want to do with it? Now, again, the ninja group could get together. The ninja group could get together and say, we're going to have a common landing page that we can do XYZ with, and we'll share it across different people's websites. You could do that. But it's going to take somebody to coordinate that mess a little bit or have some experience. And in your brain, you got to ask, how much return am I going to get for the amount of time that I'm going to invest in that? And you might be better off using some of the more simple things, and let's see if we can drive people to it first, and then start worrying about what the custom content is. So that's Greg's very short take on a very complex subject. Oh, and I did have one more thing I wanted to show you. Yeah, I know. You're not gonna read it. You all have heard of Chat GPT.
Yes.
You may not have used it.
Love it.
Very shortly, we're going to do a AI for dummies. I think it's next week or the week after. One thing to note, Chat GPT has no live data after 2021. Everything that's gone on the internet since then, they don't have access to.
Really?
Yes,
Why?
because they limited it that. It's an experiment that is a open source AI. However, Google Bard is using live data. Now, having said all that, I will tell you that in the opinion of experts, ChatGPT is more advanced in its responses than Google Bard. There's really 3 AIs you can get to that are free: Google Bard, Bing, and ChatGPT. I like taking Bard and ChatGPT and comparing their answers. But one of the things you can do in things like this is, I need ideas for real estate landing pages. Home valuation, buyer's guide, new construction, rental, agent contact. These are just a few, and it will tell you how to do it. You can actually act as, give me a real estate marketing plan, and it will tell you what a real estate marketing plan. If I want, you've used to do remarks on listings. I would like real estate remarks for the MLS on 4810 Harding, Wichita, Kansas, 27220. That comes up.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, but it's going to tell you very plainly, read through all this, make sure it's true. That house hasn't been on the market in 10 years. I doubt it didn't back then. It has stainless steel appliances. Probably doesn't now. So, you have to take some of it out. But a lot of the basics come up in here. You can take it, you can edit it, you can use it. And Google Bard has live data. It's searching the internet right now for everything we put out. If you really want to get fancy, all that WordPress stuff we did, you can type in here, Google Bard, I want to create a landing page for mortgage rates in Wichita, Kansas, in the WordPress format. Please give me the code, and it will type the code out for you. Now you have to know how to insert it, make sure all the plugins and stuff are there, and you're going to go, huh? But there is some things that these, and see even here, I got a nice little, I hope it helps you sell your home. There are some things that you can do with either Bard or ChatGPT that are very useful until they take over the world and blow us all up. There is.
It won't be, I'm always blind. I tell my Alexa, thank you, but
So those are, if you're just beginning in landing pages, I try to use as much that's already built for you so you don't have to build it out. You need to know what your intent is going to be. So the neighborhood news does collect the name and email address, at least the zip code they live in, and plugs it all into your Engage for you. Or you can do a landing page that says, I want to know your home value. Click here to contact me. Want to know more about this listing? Send me an email. Things like that that are easy to build. Okay. All right, I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to ask if there are any questions.
good job, Greg.
Is everybody thoroughly confused or are they happy?
thoroughly confused, but at least it's got my wheels working.
Okay. All right, then, I am gonna stop the recording. Priscilla, thank you very much. I know that's pretty basic for you, but there you go.
Priscilla, thank you for being available to us, because trust me, I will call you.
You're muted, Priscilla, but I just threw you under the bus.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm here. I'm okay to help.
Okay, thank you all.